Welcome to Psychological Counseling 4. The course code for this module is PC40D4, and my name is S. Dube, and I'm going to be your tutor for this module. Let's look at the course content. The course consists of the following units: psychological theories, clinical psychology, industrial psychology and counseling in the workplace, traditional healers and counseling, legal and ethical principles of HIV counseling, and counseling counselors. Learning outcomes. The course aims to increase awareness and understanding of counseling in HIV matters, develop and equip students with skills and competence in counseling techniques useful in HIV/AIDS management, impart useful legal and ethical requirements needed in HIV counseling, practice self-reflection through associated readings and series of exercises in order to arrive at greater awareness of your own moral values and the level of integrity at which you wish to lead your personal and professional life. Learning outcomes. After the completion of this module, we expect students to become more sensitive to the consequences of their decisions and those of others, to understand the necessity of relying on personal values and how these may be integrated in the world of HIV/AIDS, develop and improve essential skills in combating HIV/AIDS through the use and application of learned concepts and knowledge on HIV/AIDS. Introductory overview. The scourge of HIV/AIDS has left many members of our societies affected and infected by AIDS, who need counseling in order to cope with the fear of the unknown. These members, thus adults and children alike, suffer emotional turmoil, have grave fear, poor performance, nightmares, headaches, and a myriad of other disorders which require attention by those caring for them. Their fears border on issues such as who will take care of them and why they are affected and inflicted. Some have anger and bitterness towards the family members and God. Counseling is thus an essential tool which gives them an opportunity to voice out their feelings and fears, which makes them feel heard and understood. Those who receive effective counseling are able to smile again. Their performance improves and they show tremendous change towards their life without their loved ones with disease. Psychological counseling presents an opportunity to help those afflicted and affected to cope with HIV/AIDS and is an essential component of HIV/AIDS management. The study of this module therefore prepares students or any readers with basic techniques of counseling which are essential in HIV/AIDS management and in any situation that assists members of our societies cope with life's challenges. Furthermore, you as a student are encouraged to continually consult libraries and internet in your quest to gather recent information on HIV/AIDS. This manual contains only guidelines as HIV and AIDS and its treatment is an ongoing matter. Assignments. The following are some of the assignments you are required to do. The first assignment, or assignment 1. Take a visit to a clinical psychologist or religious or spiritual counseling organization and social counseling organization and prepare a report comparing the different techniques used by these organizations. In your opinion, evaluate which techniques are more effective in HIV/AIDS management. You realize that there are a number of counseling organizations in this country. You can visit Philippi Trust Namibia. They offer religious counseling, for example, and then you can actually have conversations with them how they go about doing their counseling and also how they do their counseling training in order for you to get more insight. Assignment 2. Critically analyze the 4 major perspectives employed in clinical psychology to treat patients with psychological disorders. This is a very straightforward assignment. All you need is to acquaint yourself with the 4 major perspectives which are found in clinical psychology in order to facilitate the helping process. Assignment 3, discuss principles underlying humanistic school of thought and how these principles are applied to treat individuals with abnormal behaviors. This again is a very straightforward assignment. You just need to read more about humanistic school of thought and how these principles actually are applied in facilitating a counseling process. Assignment 4, discuss the relationship between HIV/AIDS and mental health and the challenges faced in dealing with two concepts. As a basis for your discussion, visit a psychiatric unit at your hospital in your area and gather information on how the unit is dealing with these two issues and the challenges they are facing. Okay. Then assignment 5, how is industrial and organizational psychology beneficial to employees living with HIV and AIDS, including, that's PLWHA in the workplace? We must remember that HIV is something that affects the workplace greatly. Therefore, it's very important to understand the concept of industrial psychology and how these concepts actually play out in facilitating the quality of life of those employees or workers who are living with HIV and AIDS. Ethical principles are important and integral part of HIV and AIDS management. Justify this statement. There's a lot about issues of ethics that we have so far discussed in your different modules, and you are therefore required to apply these concepts when you are dealing with this assignment. Assignment 7, discuss traditional healers' views on psychopathology and the methods they use to treat this condition. You realize that as much as there's clinical interventions to assist people who are living with HIV or who are infected by HIV, there is also the role of traditional healers. Currently in South Africa, we find that there are discussions that traditional doctors actually are being required or called upon to issue notices, let's say sick leave or whatever, just like what the medical doctors do, because there are communities which strongly believe in the role of traditional healers actually in treating some of these challenges that people face. Locally, I'm reminded by a study which was done by a lecturer at UNAM called Sirungu. He did his doctorate based on the properties of medicinal plants in Kavango region and how they are actually used to treat mental illness. So you can actually consult his thesis and get a view of how actually some of these traditional medicines actually can be applied in giving treatment other than our conventional clinical methods all the time. Differentiate between the group and individual therapy and assess the techniques used in group therapy. You realize by now that counseling can be done in different ways. You can do counseling on a one-on-one basis, but also you can do counseling on a group. Therefore, we would like you to enumerate the idea of what skills are applied on a group and what are those applied on a one-to-one basis as a way of facilitating a counseling process. To this end, you are required basically to consult your tutorials, read extensively, consult your libraries. My contact details are actually available in your tutorials, and you can actually call on me if ever you have any challenges so that we can get the ball rolling concerning this module. Otherwise, I wish you a very successful journey as you embark on your studies. Thank you.